Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ. I've got a project today that I am super late on doing. It's a activity I run in my Facebook group. As the host, I should be all over it, on top of it, and leading the way. Sadly, that's not the case. I am so behind. I have my tag to make for my partner's. It's a virtual swap, let me say, so it's not like anything needs to be posted out in the mail. But I need to make a tag for the November swap, so that's the current one, but it's due. And also for the October, which is a month overdue. So my apologies to my partner, Susan. I am getting to that today, and to my partner for November, Robin. Hopefully you'll enjoy watching your tag come together as well. So I'm going to make two tags, one for each of the virtual tag swaps for October and November. So with the virtual tag swap, there's a universal prompt that I give to everybody. It's optional. So for October, it was texture, and for November, it was, excuse me, was washi tape. So I think I'm going to do one at a time. So I'm going to start with October, being that it's, the one that's the most overdue. And I'm using glue pages that how I use my glue book here to glue on. Sometimes I discard them because I end up with too many. And then sometimes I pop them aside to use for bases like this. So today I'm using some of my glue pages. I have already gone ahead and backed them, and so this is the one I'm going to use for October. So first off, texture, that's where I'm going to start. So I've grabbed out a few bits and pieces, and I just launched right into it. How are you today, my friends? I am so rude. I'm just like hyper focused at the moment. So this is a bit of dictionary page that I've inked an embossing folder on and then run it through my Kittlebug to emboss it. And I thought that's some really nice texture. So we'll put some of that on. I thought maybe some of this backing of serviette napkin, that's all lovely and wrinkled, and I can wrinkle it up some more. You can kind of see there's a wee colour theme sort of starting to develop here. And then I also thought about visual texture. That's not necessarily a tactile one. And I have this sheet of stickers that I printed off. So I inked the background to colour it up, and then I printed it on my printer. It turned out grey. The print, not sure why, but I'm not mad about it because I think it's quite pretty. It's a lace. And I thought that would be fun just to add a little visual texture as well. I don't know. Let's see how we go. Anyway, let's get going, because it's not going to happen at this rate if I don't actually start doing something. So yes, I am really just struggling for time right now. And it's, it's the way life goes. It's coming into that crazy period that we like to call December. Oops, and I just completely chewed that. That's part of that soft paper combined with the embossing. That's all right. I don't need that bit anyway. It's going to be chopped off. So let's just glue that. I might put the glue on the base rather than on this because, yeah, I think that would work better. Or do I want tacky glue? Maybe tacky glue is actually better. Changing my mind. Yep. You're just going for it. So I want to go down to just under that line of text. Yeah, so instead of getting things like this done last weekend when I could have done, I was busy making little journals for Christmas presents, for Secret Santa that's coming up this weekend, that we need to have for Saturday night. So there was a time priority on those as well, and quite labour intensive, so I just concentrated on those, and it's what I spent the whole weekend doing. So things like this didn't get a look in, unfortunately. So time to rectify my responsibilities and actually get it done. Whoops, I meant to ink around before I started the video, but I didn't. Gonna have a quick sip of my caramelized white chocolate. It's a sachet drink, and when I have a sachet drink I like to put cinnamon on top, so it kind of looks a bit scummy but super tasty. Right, do I want a bit of sticker down? Let's just take a sticker. Oh, okay, we've got white on there. We don't really want the white, do we? No, we don't. Let's just cut that off. Oh, stick into my scissors. Where am I going to put that? On my glue page. That's where it can go. Let's pop that down there. Some yummy visual texture. We could put another bit of this down here. Let's see what it looks like. Upside down, because I like my text going different ways. Just want a bit more of that label peeking up at the top there. There, that's better. Okay. I am just flying through this because I want to get it done. And I've got a busy day today. Today is the day, as I'm recording this, that I'm running my workshop, my journal making workshop. And true to form, I've left all the preparation to today. So I'm not going too badly. Hubby was up an hour early this morning, so that meant I was up early and things were running ahead of schedule, which is, of all days for that to go like that, today is the day. It's being helpful to my sense of not being overwhelmed by everything I've got to do today. So I'm putting together the bases for the covers of the journals, the pages of the journals, and then I've got to put together some bits and pieces that we'll be using. You know, it's really hard. It's sort of like packing up your craft room in essence, and that is quite difficult. And sorting at the same time, you know, there's certain things that I don't want to take, or like my packet of scraps, some of the stuff has my address all through it, so you know, I need to make sure that's not in there. Be great if they can use my scraps, but I don't really want my address to be plastered all through their craft. You know, that's not exactly what I'm wanting. Right, I'm just gonna like put some glue down. I don't know where I want it or how much I want, so I'm just like going for it. And then I'm gonna scrunch it up a bit for some of that added texture. Push it into the glue. Whoops, getting sticky fingers. Oh gosh, it's trouble working with something so thin. It just, the glue comes through, sticks, which is what glue is supposed to do. It's supposed to stick, isn't it? But preferably not my fingers. See in there, because I had that straight edge on the tissue, it doesn't matter because we're all scrunching it up and it becomes not straight anymore. Well, hidden anyway. No longer a hard line. Just pushing it down into the glue. Oops, looks like I need a little bit more up the top there. I like that little bit of blue it's bringing in too. Probably don't need that underneath. I like that. I think I need a bit more though. Oh. Let's tear off another bit, maybe a bit with some more blue in it, so that everything's not yellow. Okay, back on this I think. Right. So if you're interested in the virtual tag swap, do pop on by Visual Vibes on Facebook. I will be posting up the sign-ups for December, probably this weekend. If I don't get it done today, then it will go up this weekend, or maybe tomorrow. I'm actually out tomorrow, but I might have a few minutes to get it done tomorrow. We shall see. Yeah, so if you're interested in participating in it, it's a lot of fun. Normally I am a lot better at getting things done than this. It's just been a busy old couple of months for me with funerals and travel and the Christmas collaboration, which has been awesome, just so amazing. So grateful to be a part of that. It has truly changed the dynamics on my channel, and you know, all the things I've been working towards, I finally feel like they're coming through, and that's so gratifying, because I've put in a lot of hard work and sometimes you feel like you're not really getting anywhere. Well, I don't feel like that now. I feel like I'm actually making progress, developing this thing that is my journal making, my occupation. That is what I do for a living, is make journals and make videos. So I feel like I'm kind of making it, if you like, if you can understand that. So it's just been quite the whirlwind the last couple of months. All my plans kind of got topsy-turvy, and then like whoosh, off we go. Okay, I think we've covered texture. I think I'm good with texture there. So let's pop aside things I don't need anymore out my way. Right, so for stars I have some stickers. I've got red and blue, so good thing I put the blue, because maybe we'll be using blue stars maybe. But probably need some sort of focal image, which I have not sorted. Stars, what would go with stars, my friends? I'm looking for inspiration. We could go florals, birds, butterflies, you know, like we could put anything with stars. I'm just trying to think if there's anything, you know, more themey maybe. Actually there's stars in this book as well, this children's book. There's a big star there. It says star on it. Because there's stars in here, maybe there's an image that might kind of, look, stars everywhere. It kind of might go with it. More stars. Don't know, it's just a random hope. And then this is the leftover of the stickers. Star there, and then there are some stickers that are still left in this book, which I've been slowly harvesting. There's one star sticker there. We could go a different colour. Oh, there's some white stars. Oh, some yellow stars. Just kind of looking for something as a focal point that might work with the stars. Stars in the night sky. There's a moon. Not particularly grabbing me though. Very cutesy images. So star. Oh, do I want to change my mind? Putting the star on the Christmas tree. We'd have to cut off the rabbit's ear, and we'd lose the bird and some of the tree, but that's kind of cute. I'm liking that. I might just go with it. So I'm going to chop up through here, hoping I've only got one page there. It's not the direction I was actually intending on going, but hey, I can't unsee it now because, you know, we're coming up to Christmas, so turn it into a little Christmas one I think would be cute. So, yes, I do want to fussy cut it. I was thinking I need to trim down the side. Do I actually want to fussy cut it? But yes, I do, because it's only the ear that we need to trim off, I do believe. I'm not going to do the white in between. I'm just going to leave that. I found myself cutting without actually looking at where I was cutting, which seems to be a bit bananas. Like, why would you even start cutting and you're not looking at what you're doing? I could have chopped her right in half and it would have been too late by the time I noticed. Just wondering if we can add some colour to that star. I think it's supposed to have a sticker on it, but I'm not sure if we've got that size sticker left in the book. Maybe that red one was what's supposed to go there. I think this will be cute. Oops, don't completely sever her ear. It's a very small point of connection there. Oh well, if I chop it off, I'll just have to glue it back on. Do a little surgery. Doctors use glue these days to hold wounds and cuts together, so we can use it to reattach an ear, I'm sure. No bunny was harmed in the making of this tag. So if I was not doing this on camera, I would, like, you know, do all the little spaces, but I am definitely not going to put you guys through that because that would be very fiddly and time consuming. So just do what we need to make it look, you know, good, and the rest will be okay. Won't be the end of the world. So yes, now that I've made the decision to go out for lunch tomorrow, which I was umming and ahhing over for a number of reasons, one being time away from home, I'm actually looking forward to being out for the day. I haven't been out for the day during the week since the end of last month. So, you know, that's not to say I haven't been out of the house at all, because I have, but not during the week and not for any, you know, fun outing or anything, just like ducking out to the supermarket or running an errand, going to the post office, that sort of thing. But to actually go out and have a day out, see my mum and extended family, and see my hubby's workmates and catch up with them because they're friends as well. Friends of mine because I used to work there. It'll be nice, and I'm looking forward to that. And my hubby's got a work due after work, so I'll get to be at that as well, which is always nice. End of the month drinks and nibbles, which always ends up our tea because I don't eat much, so by the time I've had some nibbles, that's me done for tea. So we don't need to worry about tea, and hubby usually gets enough to eat as well out of everything. Right, now that I've put that sticker there, I think I'm probably going to cover most of it. Oh well, that's the way it goes, because I think putting the tree anywhere else is going to look funny. I think it has to go down the bottom. You could move it over a little bit more so we're not chopping off quite so much of our bunny rabbit. Just going to go around the whiskers here. Yeah, I'm not going to do all the gaps. I'm just gonna do some of them. I know, I told you I wasn't going to, didn't I? Okay, well, changed my mind. Oops, if I can do it without chopping her arm off. And I have an idea for that star. This grey star, what we're going to do with that. So I need to do that before I glue it on. Come on, come off of there. Right. Oops, avalanche. Just caused an avalanche. Right, I'm going to colour it with an alcohol marker. Which end do I want? The chisel tip maybe, might be quicker. Excuse me if I get high from the smell of the alcohol marker. They're quite potent. I think I'm actually holding my breath, which is a trick when you're talking. There we go. It's no longer boring grey. Right, I'm just going to trim down here a little bit. Do we want to go right into those? I think we do, maybe even further, but we'll go right into those parts there. Sip of my drink. Oh, that's cute. And I'm not even going to ink around her. Drastic. Totally drastic. Unheard of. For this person who normally inks everything. Or pretty much everything. Right. A few little bits here and there I've got to get in and around. I'll do the whole ear even though some of it's going to be chopped off. But I don't know precisely where. So we'll just end up with gluey scissors. Nothing unusual there. Yeah, so looking forward to tomorrow now that I've made the decision. Because I was umming and ahhing, and then I said last night to my hubby, I'm not sure if I'm going anywhere on Friday. And he was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Or not so, you know, not so glibly, but and then he went out and did something and come back and he says, go to lunch on Friday. So I thought, okay, I will go. I've still got reservations because it's time, you know, that I could be using on my business, but you know, all work and no play can be a bit tough. So time to go have some play, I think. And I won't be totally not working. I will take some things to do like fussy cutting, which I've got a stack of I need to do, so that'll be good time to do that in between other things of being out, and I need to do a bit of grocery shopping, that sort of thing. 'Cause we're quite low on meat and range of meat options actually. We seem to have a choice at the moment of sausages or chicken, and that's it. Haven't even got any beef mince at the moment, so need to stock up the freezer a little bit. And you know that's gonna not be cheap when you're talking meat. Awful price for meat, as is everything these days. Right, we'll stick down, give it a wee push, because it's on that texture, so it needs a little encouragement to get down in there, I think. Push it down. I will ink around the outside. That is cute, but I want to add some more stars to the tree. So do we want red or blue? Maybe one colour on the tree and one in the sky. Maybe blue in the sky. Let's go blue in the... Well, I'm calling it sky. You know, the top of the tag. It's now sky. These are really cheap stars, so sometimes they're a little difficult to get off the backing. Or even get out the package. So it's a matter of finding a point where it's going to actually lift off the backing and not take the backing with it. Here we go. Do I want to add a little extra glue just in case? Probably, because they are cheap stickers. They're okay in my journal, not a problem, but on something like this that will go in and out of a pocket or something, probably want to just be a little more thoughtful about how well they're going to stick. Oh, come on. Come on. Give it to me. There we go. Oops. Sticking all right to my thumb. There's a bird tweeting outside, singing away. Love hearing the bird song when they're happy and chirpy and not being threatened by a cat. Oh, I've got to tell you about my night last night. I woke up. I can't remember what woke me up now. I woke up and I lay there for a little bit and thought, oh, I'll get up to go to the toilet. Maybe that's the problem. So I got up to the toilet and went back to bed, and an hour and a half later I was still awake. So I got up and had a drink and sat up for half an hour or so, and then thought, right, I need sleep. I've got a lot to do tomorrow. So I went back to bed, and before I got back to sleep, there was a cat fight outside. And before the cat fight, in between me going back to bed and the cat fight sounds, I'd heard our cat door go a couple of times quite loudly and forcefully. And so I was worried that that either Georgie or Snuggles had chased Kelly out, because Kelly was asleep inside in the lounge when we went to bed last night. So I looked out the bedroom window and I couldn't see any cats, but I could still hear them. So I went outside in my nightie and went for a wee wander down the street. Like, that's so not me. I would normally not do that. But I really wanted hubby to keep sleeping, because he had a really bad night a couple of nights ago where he didn't get much sleep. So it's like, no, he needs to sleep, because he's got to go to work and work a full, very physical job. So I wandered down the street, didn't see any cats, but it stopped. So obviously my presence was enough to, like, shoo them on, break it up and shoo them on. Still don't know who it was. And then I got back inside and it was like, I wasn't satisfied. So I went to see whether Kelly was still in the cat bed and opened the curtain, and there she was looking at me. She was safe and sound. So whoever was fighting were naughty, and I'm glad I went out so that I could, just my presence being there was enough to break it up. That's good, because cats fighting's never a great thing. And then I did actually manage to get to sleep after that, but I'm, busy day and running on less than adequate sleep. Yeah, it's great. Life is great, isn't it? It's so much fun. Do I want a blue one down here as well? I think I want a word of some description. Might be nice. Need something that kind of goes with that festive wonderful. It's a bit big. Too big. It's a shame. Looking for a smaller one. Wondrous, that's also too big. Valuable, no, not quite what I want. Courage, no. Worthy, no. Comfort, Harmony, it fits. Is it the right choice? About imagine, no, wrong colour. It gets a bit lost. Believe, it's kind of cute. Let's go with believe. I think I will ink around the word just to make it stand out a little more, and maybe back it with something. I'm feeling it's still getting a little lost. And then we will move on once we've done this, to our second tag. Yeah, no, I want it up there. Actually, I don't mind it. I think the inking has achieved enough of making it stand out. Super cute. I think this is going to go in my own journal, in my December journal, I think, because I think it's cute and it's Christmassy and it's fun. There we go. There is my October tag at long last. Oh my goodness. I need to get up my game. I seriously do. So, Susan, there is your response to your prompt. So we post photos of them in the Facebook group so your partner can see what you've done. So that is stars and texture. Cool. Okay, on to the second one. No time to waste. Don't need the stars anymore. Let's remove those. So from Robin, frogs, and the prompt of washi. So first we need to cover our base here. So I've got some collage fodder that I made. Tear a bit of that off. This has got a metallic paint in amongst it, which I think is really pretty. So I'm just going to not trim completely right next to it, just roughly. Let's glue this on. I need to glue it, make sure I glue it on the front, not on the back that I've already collaged with writing space. Oops, gouged out my glue on that. Not quite sure how I managed that because this is very thin butcher paper. It's not really this there, can't even talk, the sort of thing that I thought would gouge out my glue stick. It was foggy when I went walking down the street in the middle of last night, and this morning when I got up it was even foggier. It was really quite thick, and then it came out so beautiful. It was hot. Like first thing when that fog burnt off, and it burnt off really early, it was hot. And now I'm cold. It's clouded over. It's warm outside, but it has got cold inside, and it's like, oh, so annoying. I just wanted the warmth. I was like, oh yay, it's so warm. How delicious. Yeah, well it is, but it didn't last. Right, I want, this is mark making I've made with watercolour paints, but I want a more uneven edge on it. So I'm just going to tear off that. I can stick that on something else. That's a puss coming inside. Again, I'm just going to roughly trim it down. Right, let's not gouge the glue stick on this. This is thicker book page. Really nice paper on this book page. I really love it. It's very nice quality and a nice sort of off-white colour as well. So yes, I'm covering up book page with book page. Go figure. Time to gum up my scissors. Sticky bits. Right, so that's the base collaged. Do we want to add anything else? I'm going to put another little bit of this on top, just because, you know, we can. I'm going to take off that bottom edge, that's a bit boring. Or maybe we'll want to do something like that. Yeah, I like that. Let's put it like that. Oops. Oh, that paper turned out so pretty. I wish I could remember how I actually did this and which paint I used. I did it as part of the 100-day challenge, which feels like forever ago, and I don't remember what paints I used. Acrylic paints, but which out of my stash in particular, I don't know. I really like that. So I have a picture here, children's picture of some frogs. So back we go to do some fussy cutting. My apologies, I wasn't prepared enough to take care of. Do I want a fussy tear? Let's try fussy tearing, because I can always go in and do a fussy cut after if I don't like the effect. I think frogs is a super cute prompt. Not something I probably would have turned to ordinarily, but I think it's super cute. Fun to do something that is perhaps unexpected. I know there's lots of people who like frogs, and I have great memories as a kid of collecting tadpoles, bringing them home and trying to grow them into frogs. My brothers and I all did that and watched them grow their legs. That's cute. Washi tape. Don't forget the washi tape. I need... what colour? Let's have a look, because I'm thinking they could be sitting on something. Ooh, look at that glittery blue. That could be like a pond that they're sitting on. Okay, let's go with that, because I think that's actually really cute. Where's the end? There's the end. And it feels quite sticky, but I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just to double what? Make sure, is what I'm trying to say. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere over time. And put it on straight. Here we go. Go ink around that. I might just dampen down some of that white as well. Dirty it up a little bit. Try not to get your eyeballs. Your eyeballs can stay white. Cute. Oh, I'm having fun. I may be running late, but I am still having fun. So that's a good thing. So after this, I'm going to have to go and put something warmer on, because I am feeling just a bit cool. And my nose is starting to go, which it does when I am cold. Now, do I want to do this froggy as well? This jumping froggy. I think because they're like looking. Could have this fellow coming in from the side of the tag. Maybe. We'll see what it looks like. That's cute. I do like that. We're going to have to chop some of him off, but it's all right. He will survive. He's a happy froggy. He looks like he doesn't mind. Did anyone else do that as kids? Go and collect tadpoles and watch them grow into frogs? They're quite smelly. You know, put them in a fish tank and watch them develop. It's quite fascinating to watch though. Right. Maybe I want to just snip off. I want to snip off that. That's better. Just that bit, I think. Just his toes. Just a few toes. That's all. Rest of him is intact. So I've gone with children's images for both of these tags, which is interesting. Right, just need to take care of my nose. It's starting to get a little drippy. Please excuse me. Right, I want a bit more tape. Maybe a little snippet down the bottom there. So pretty, this glitter washi, but it's not one I actually use very often. But I think around this time of year, it's, you know, going to come into its own around Christmas. But I think it just, like the sunshine on the water makes it sparkle, so I think it's actually really cool used as water. Do we want to put a strip of it? Because we've got kind of a bit of a funky edge there. I'm just wondering, do we want to put some down there? Maybe a little bit, little thin strip. No, not feeling that. Maybe some foliage. I've got some green tropical leaves. Maybe we'll want to put a bit of this down the side instead, because they're like in the pond, surrounded by the bush. There. I should put glue on this as well, but because this is not as sticky. I think I'm going to wash it. Oh my gosh, I am completely mucking up my words now. I'm going to wrap it around the side onto the back. Just because. Here we go. Now on the other one, I didn't want to put a topper on, but I'm wondering whether I want to put a tupper. Oh my gosh. Somebody get me a language therapist. I've lost the plot. Feeling like I should put something. We could also put a word here as well. So let's look at a word. Enchanting. Maybe a little too long. Charming. Charming frog. It's the same height. Peaceful, I think. Yep, same height. I'm pulling out the same height ones. That's not helpful. In case you're wondering, these are my Vertical Words Plus kit, available on Etsy. Authentic. Come on, make a decision. Amazing. Let's go with amazing. Why? I don't know. Just seems good to me. Rather than spend the next half hour fiddling around trying to find the perfect word, which may or may not exist in my tin. I may have used it, or I may just never find it because there's so many in there. And I think I might use my new whale tail punch to make a topper, because, you know, I'm just looking for any excuse to use it. One of my subbies, Linda, made me laugh. I think it was Linda. Please forgive me if I've got the wrong person. I think it was Linda saying, or was it Lisa? I can't remember. My memory, shocking. Saying, does that mean that every project for a while now is going to have a whale tail in it? Because I've got a new toy, and it's like, yeah, pretty much. Yep, that was it. That was a good pick. Do we want to use this? Could do. Or something else, maybe. What have I got to hand? Don't think that's going to be wide enough. It's a scrap of magazine. No, not going to be wide enough. That's a shame. It would have been quite pretty. What about that grey? Do you want grey, or let's go blue? Just keeping with that theme, kind of the water and the foliage and everything. Oh, look at that. Such a dream to use. It folds so perfectly in half. It's a marvel. It really is. Right, give it a little inky love. And then I think we are done. So that's good. I feel much better having got these two tags done to honour my commitments. I was feeling quite bad that I hadn't got to it yet. And I need to do much better. I was doing really well. I was, you know, but then just life happened. You try and get you in the middle. I've got a little white edge showing there, but I'll take care of that when I do the ink around. So that will be disguised. And on the back as well. That one, and where's the other one gone? What have I done with it? Ah, there it is. Couldn't see it for looking. Just want to finish these off so they're all nice and complete. And you can see the finished product. sponge crumbs and all, which should become something of a usual on my channel, it would appear. I just need to buy a new sponge because that sponge is probably 5 years old. Like I've only been using it for a few weeks, but it has been sitting in my drawer in its container for like 5 years, so it's probably just deteriorated with age. And I think if I just bought a new one, a brand new one, I think we'd be fine for a bit. Okay, just lost my guard for my scissors there. Right, so there we go. We have October's tag with texture and stars. My partner Susan, thank you for that. Stars was a wonderful prompt, really fun. And for Robin, we have the universal prompt of washi tape and Robin's prompt of frogs. So there's my 2 tags for the virtual tag swap. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the week and a fantastic weekend coming up. I've got quite a social one, so I think I'm just going to kick back and enjoy having some social time. Take care, be well, and I'll catch you again on Monday. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.